morning show, folks. Thanks so much for being here with us today. We're going to welcome a special guest, Joe, and I always say stuff right, but it's La Sorenza. He's from Montana Biotech, and he's going to tell us about the Grow Buddy and some of the things they're doing. I know we're all anxious right now. Everybody's waiting to see what the governor's going to do, and so are we. If we get something during the show into us, we'll certainly let you know right away. From there, I want to start this show out with some video that got messed up last week. We got that figured out, and everything's set right now, so we're going to put that on. There's two folks here I'm going to introduce you to. The first one, his name's Eugene. He's a caregiver down in the Bitterroot, and he's going to be followed by a couple that go by the Farmers. They have a caregiver operation down there and their patients. Compelling stories, and I wanted to bring those to you. Next week, to begin it off, we're going to have a college student named Kelsey that we're going to do a short bit with, and we're going to go from there to a live little bit with her, and we're going to find out. And then I got some footage at the university yesterday. I still got some footage we're trying to edit from the deal a couple weeks ago, so from 420. So we're going to bring all that to you, but right now we're going to start off with a little bit of video footage from our great friends Eugene and the Farmers. Take a look at this, hear their stories, and know that they're here for you.
My name is Eugene Davis. I'm from Stevensville. I recently became a caregiver. Knew an old man that took VA, was giving him pain pills and really never helped, so he was drinking a lot, and with his diabetic, I knew eventually he was going to go into diabetic, into sugar, eventually going to die. So it took me about 2 years, and I eventually talked him into getting his medical card. Try that instead of drinking. Well, I haven't really talked to him much lately. We kind of fallen out, but that's the thing that was working for him. He's got another caregiver. But now I've kind of took it on as, with me being an independent contractor, I use it now as a way to survive in the wintertime when there is no work. So, it's the only way I'm really not making a whole lot of money, just really getting by. If everything changes like they want, definitely could be surviving during the wintertime, back to struggling for every dollar I can get.
I'm Lisa.
My name's Robert.
We are the other farmers, I guess. It said letters too. It said the other farmers, because his last name is Farmer. So, yeah, we took it. If she only knew. Yeah. We live in Victor, and we are caregivers.
Yeah.
And we are definitely patients, 100%.
Yep.
And we grow because we won't take pills anymore. At least not from the doctor, and certainly not from anybody that's trying to give them to us that's pushing pills.
Oh yeah, definitely. Weed, I guess, does everything for me. I mean, to an extent, and it sure helps out the wife tremendously, and that's what it's all about, is helping everyone and growing. I guess the best medicine I could do is that's what I like to do. Shit.
Mm-hmm. You know, it helps a lot. I mean, I about a year ago, I came off my last antidepressant pill, and that took 3 months. The narcotics took about 3 days, but I still twitch. Thank you, doctor. I appreciate everything you did for me for my migraines and all the narcotics you gave me. You were the best connection I ever had, and I will say that till the day I die. But I'll never see you again as long as I live. And they told me I was depressed because I had migraines. And the only thing that I was depressed about was because I hurt, but I hurt because I took all those pills they gave me. So my headache never went away. And then the pills got like stronger and stronger and stronger, and you know, pretty soon they were melting under my tongue, and I was naked in the backyard, imagining that I was sitting in the trees talking to him. Really, I was on the end of the bed. You know,
oh yeah, dude.
It was a good one.
Another episode once again.
So now we grow.
That's what. Yeah.
The kids are grateful. I will say that. They don't have a mom that lays there, and the dog could sit in the bed next to me, and I'd roll over and say, "Oh wow, oh well, we'll get that later," you know, and it would have been all good. You know, that's how medicated I was, and now I'm up and I'm participating in life. Ass off. I've never been so happy. I can honestly say that. I've never been so happy. And I thank my husband every day because, it's like he sat there for 8 years and watched me eat pill after pill after pill after pill. I mean, I got a list of probably 35 different things that doctor gave me to try. Yeah.
Oh, and different doctors, too.
Yeah.
So they could get more pills.
More pills. Those guys die. And I watched them and went, hey, they say they're taking the same cocktail I was taking. They did. And I lived through it. It was like, and I swear I could have been there. It would have been another, maybe a year, maybe.
I have no idea. Like, I'm not a doctor.
And then I tried to get help. That was the thing. When I came off the pills, I tried to get help here. I went to the doctor in Stevensville, and they told me that that it was my thyroid. That they were going to test my blood, and I looked down at the floor, and I'm like, wow. My only hope was seeing the doctor to see if the doctor would help me recover from the doctor, and that didn't help either, so. Well, it didn't work. My thyroid was not acting up. It was coming off of, 4 or 5 daily narcotics, and Wellbutrin, and Fexor, and everything under the face of the earth. It was unreal. And he lived through it, and my family lived through it, and it was awful.
Pills are gay.
I watched you go through it too, though. You messed your back up really bad on a scraper, and he was eating 10 Vicodin at a time at dinner and just sit there and glazed-eyed over at me, It was scary.
Oh, wow.
And now I see, it's like we can medicate, we can, use the tinctures or use the lotions, and the pain goes away. We sleep all night. Sometimes, it's like...
Good sleep. Oh, yeah.
I don't
You don't have to
shake
spend all
and
that
twitch
money
and-
on those expensive beds anymore.
Yeah, right.
Do some tincture, smoke a bowl, dude, you go right to sleep. Wake up in the morning fresh.
Ready.
That's kind of us. We love our patients.
Oh,
We have a few that, we really take special care of because they're like our other children. We've got a few kids of our own, and we keep
They
our
don't
eyes
drink.
out on the younger generation and kind of hang out with some of them, go rock out and do our thing. And it's nice to see that the younger kids are medicating and only medicating with medical marijuana. 2 of our patients are under the age of 21 and do not drink. Even though they could, but they do have cards. And they go to parties and they go around their friends and they're like, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. But we do need our cards. Well, we don't have a storefront.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
we're on the level where we deliver privately to our patients, and they come to our home. It is literally a caregiver situation, more so than a storefront. Although we provide all the same, benefits, I would say. I mean,
Why in their right
and that sort
mind
of
would
thing,
they
but-
even want
But
to
I don't
stop people from getting their medicine? Are they that pissed where it's like, oh, you gotta go back to the pharmaceuticals. You have to come back to us. They're like the mafia. That's right. They got big money and big pockets. They're the ones pulling the strings,
I
dude.
honestly do not think that he will not veto it. I really don't. There's too much at stake. There really is. Financially, I mean, Steve I Hardware is going to lose a huge amount of business. It goes all up and down the valley. The restaurants that we attend, all of the other places that we patronize that are there will also lose income. I don't believe he would do that to their whole state. He would be punishing everyone for a few people's misgivings, and I don't think that's right. And I really don't think he will. I really don't. That's not
Okay,
the
so we had
person
again
that
a
I
little
think
technical
we voted
difficulties,
in.
and that seemed to have gone
If we're
longer than it was
following-
supposed to. So we're going to cut the end of that short. I still want to get that to you. We're going to have that over on our YouTube site, and we're going to have it up at least on YouTube. I'm looking at some other options. Go to our webpage, www.growinggreen@bresnan.net. No, www.growinggreen420.webs.com. And that should have been popped up, but it didn't either. So our website, or you can email us for more information at growinggreen@bresnan.net. So going on from there, I want to go ahead and introduce my guest. Everybody, please welcome Joe LaSorenza.
Yes, thank you.
And he's from Montana Biotech, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the scientific end of what's going on, and how we can learn more for ourselves about what we're growing or buying from our caregivers. So, Joe, go ahead and take it from here. Tell me, what is Montana Biotech, and what kind of service do you provide for people in the medical marijuana industry?
I guess what I could start and say first is that Montana Biotech is a small plant biotech company based out of Bozeman, Montana. We specialize in the medical marijuana industry. We provide genetic analysis as well as potency analysis testing for people interested in those kind of services. So the potency analysis is where I kind of overlap with a couple of the other labs, where I try to set myself apart and set my business apart as different, is working with the genetics of the cannabis plant. So what I can provide is I can provide male-female screening and also unique genetic profiles, so people could then take those crosses and take those varieties, take them to the patent office, get them trademarked or patented. One of the other things that kind of makes Montana Biotech different is what I call my Grow Buddy system. What the Grow Buddy is an at-home TLC thin layer chromatography kit. What it allows you to do is test your medical marijuana at home. And so what you can do is with the kit, and there's the different pieces here of it. You've got the sprayer, you've got the pipettes, and you've got the thin layer chromatography plates. And I'm using gloves with the thin layer chromatography plates because you don't want to get your oils on it when you're going to be doing the testing. So all you do is you basically just weigh out your individual samples that you're interested in testing. And that's kind of what I've got here with the Grow Buddy. You can use it as a test tube rack. Then what you do is you set up your plate with your dots. You can see the dots here. Once you get your samples on your plate, it basically, once again, it's just as simple as put the material inside of your developing chamber. You put your fluid into your developing chamber. You then take your plate that you're wishing to develop and look at the cannabinoid content on, and you just drop that into the plate, into the jar, put the lid on, let it develop for 10 to 15 minutes.